Hello everyone, Danielle here. Welcome to Community Distance Reiki. If you are new here, welcome in. If you're returning, welcome back. And if you're watching this on the replay, you are guaranteed just as fun and healing a time as if you were here live. If you would like to join me live, go ahead and check out that description box below. I'm here regular days and times, 5 days a week, all the days and times listed below. In the description, you can also find out more information about me, as well as my online Reiki classes, my crystal shop, all of my social media, my Discord, and so much more. If you are here live, go ahead and click that live chat button and feel free to make any requests for your healing that you have. We'll spend our first bit of time together, the first half an hour to 40 minutes. We will spend building a beautiful crystal grid around all of your requests and specifications. If you're watching this in the future, hello from the past, and you want to skip ahead to the healing, go to about the half hour, 40-minute mark. But the beginning half, I think, is my favorite, as we get to talk about the crystals, what they do, and have an awesome, friendly family chat in the chat room. If we have any special requests, they can be very general, very specific. You can let me pick out a crystal for you, or you can request a specific stone, whatever feels right to you. I'm so glad to have you all here. It means so much to me. So let's go ahead and dive right in. I've been reading in the chat. I've seen some requests. I have some crystals lined right up. So let's dive right in. Welcome in, Cora Carr. Susan, good to see you. Christina, hello. JS, welcome back. Okay, awesome. Let's go ahead into the crystal grid. Let's just start building that together. Awesome. So I've started us off with a little bit of copper just to get the energy moving, to break up any blockages. And I'm going to open up the chat window here. Hello. Welcome in. It's so good to see you all. So good. Okay, great. So I will get to all of your requests. Let's dive right in. Korakar, intentions for prosperity, wealth, luck, financial abundance, weight loss, and cardio health. Also specific crystals, tiger eye, red tiger eye, rainbow moonstone, and labradorite. And all of those go perfectly with those intentions. I'm going to go ahead and start us off also with some jade. Jade comes in many different shades and colors. This is one of the darker greens. Jade is excellent for prosperity. It's one of the stones that is considered like a blessing stone. It's fortune, it's good luck, it's a well-balanced stone of all the many blessings. There's a reason it is so sacred. So I'm going to go ahead and bring that in here to help with the wishes for prosperity and just good luck in general. And I think that's going to be for a lot of us. So let's go ahead and, it's such a nice grounding stone right in the middle. We've also got tiger eye and red tiger eye. So red tiger eye is incredibly protective, but it's also incredible at manifesting money, especially in a hurry. Yeah, so red tiger eye looks just like typical tiger eye. Basically, this stone does a lot when it comes to protecting your energy, even when it comes to really intentional negativity, whether it's just sort of like interpersonal, like office politics kind of stuff, or very intentional, like negative magical work. Anything up to and around that, this can be very protective. But yeah, like I said, highly effective at helping to manifest money. So we're going to go ahead and bring that here. And next we're going to bring in regular golden tiger eye. Golden tiger eye is also protective, but it also helps to support our sense of intellectual awareness. It helps us to think clearly. It's a great stone for studying, for intellectual balance, for seeing sort of a bigger perspective of things. It helps us to zoom out a little bit and see the pieces as they start to flow together. So yeah, we have tiger eye. Also very grounding. There we go. And I love the way tiger eye works with labradorite. Labradorite is another stone that's excellent for things like studying, finding out finding all the different little details that go into the greater picture. If you are someone who goes through a lot of information looking for small errors or fine details, or looking for bigger patterns, tiger eye can be helpful. Labradorite perhaps even more so. They're both incredible like research stones and detective type stones. This stone also brings a sense of intuitive awareness, and it's illuminating but balancing at the same time. Also great for things like getting a better night's sleep. This is an excellent sleep stone. So I'll bring in some Labradorite. Coming off of Labradorite, we have Rainbow Moonstone, which is actually white Labradorite. This is a raw or rough specimen. It's untumbled. This is sort of like the divine feminine counterpart to the more masculine energies of Labradorite. Rainbow Moonstone can be helpful for opening up to not only receive intuitive and divine guidance, but for translating it and sharing it with someone else. For this, it's really popular among folks who do things like tarot reading or channel mediumship. This is wonderful for taking those messages that come in, processing and understanding them, and being able to relate them to someone else, even though it's not exactly like translating a foreign language. It's a little bit different. So we'll go ahead and we'll bring in some Rainbow Moonstone for some divine guidance and wisdom, connection to the divine feminine. For the request around weight loss, we have Iolite, which not only supports that, but also sleep disturbances. So if you are looking for some support around sleeping better, especially if it's intuitive or energetic awakeness that's kind of keeping you from sleeping, Iolite can be wonderful. It's also good for money managing. So if you're manifesting money and breaking in the money, whether you are or aren't, this will help you use the money you have in the best possible way and allocate things appropriately. This is one that can also be helpful for things like meditation and shamanic journeying, visionary meditation of any kind. So we're going to bring that in. I'm going to bring it in close to the Labradorite. Okay. For luck, fortune, finding jobs, finding money, as well as breaking up any blockages and really helping to support cardiac health, is tourmalinated quartz. It really does do a lot of both. This is thought to help with everything from blood vessels to breaking up energy blockages, grounding nervous energy, clearing any kind of scar tissue internally or externally. Like if you've ever gone through any kind of orthopedic surgery or a lot of kinds of surgery, you may notice issues with scar tissue can become significant. This can also help scars and lesions of the skin to break that up. But yeah, it's black tourmaline running through clear crystal. It does a lot of different things. Deeply balancing, very helpful for manifesting financial opportunities. So we're going to go ahead and bring in some tourmalinated quartz. There we go. Fantastic. So I think we got you all covered there. Thank you for being here. Fiat Luna, it's so good to see you. Vincent, welcome in. Grace, welcome in. So good to see you all. I'm doing well, thank you. Let's see. And Cora Carr, support for Greg and Susan, Susan's here, and for your mother with cough and brain fog. Gotcha. I'm going to go ahead and bring in Rhodonite. I know that's one of the crystals we've been using for your mom with the long COVID and stuff. This is a stone of unrequited love, a stone of opening our heart after heartbreak or loss, including, grief and, someone passing away, but it's also excellent for lungs. asthmatics and anything having to do with allergies. I use it a lot for that and for opening up my heart after grief. Like I have crematory jewelry that is made of rhodonite. So yeah, I'll bring this in for your mother, and I think that there's going to be some other requests where this could be helpful in more than one way. It's also good for opening up new emotional patterns if you're trying to heal old emotional patterns that were not helpful. So let's go ahead and bring that there. And here. So there's some rhodonite. And yeah, that looks great. So we've got some rhodonite there. And brain fog. Think about the brain fog for a minute. I feel like garnet actually wants to come in for that. It's a very grounding stone. It also helps with strength, finding balance, practicality. It's a very intellectually balancing stone, as is Labradorite and also tiger eye. But this can be helpful for organization and courage and things like that. It's also one of the stones that can help take a mind that's very scattered or having kind of brain foggy things, and can help like to, on the effective end, like focus in, hone in on what you need to do. And yeah, it's also just good for stress and helping you to find some creativity. But as far as like a neurological support, I'm gonna keep my eye open as we go through and see what other stones, because there's a lot of stones that can do that kind of stuff. We'll see what else resonates with other folks and what comes up to support more than one intention. But yeah, I feel like garnet could be really helpful. It feels very grounding. So there's garnet. And thank you for being here, and all the best to your mom. Hey, Violent Integration, it's good to see you, Jeanette. Hey, it's good to see you. Healing Center DC. Oh, I'm so happy to see you. Vic, welcome back. Joint pain relief. Breathing through your nose. Gotcha. Oh, awesome. So many of you are grads of mine and students of mine who live all over the place too. A lot of you in Philly. It's so nice to see you all in here. Jennifer, welcome in. How did you sneak past me? Okay, let me keep getting through the requests here. Oh, Greg says hello. Hello, Greg. And let's see. Okay. Let me make sure I didn't miss anything. I did not. All right, Carnelian Ritual, closing one chapter, transitioning to the next, walking, taking the space to dive into what I want to do next. Buyers at the craft fair and boost creativity. Garnet can help creativity, and also Carnelian, which was just requested. So let me go grab some Carnelian. Carnelian this is one of the stones I really suggest for a lot of folks during Mercury retrograde, because this is a time when the universe is trying to have us reflect inward and listen to our subconscious, which makes conversations with others a little bit harder to understand. This helps like take the edge off of things. So actually it's also really good for the fact that Mars is in Gemini through like the spring. So this can help with like edgy conversations or just edgy interrelationships with folks, but it's excellent for creativity, sexuality, and just in general, so many things that have to do with the sacral chakra. There's a lot that Carnelian can do for us, and I'm going to bring that in. Let's see, where do we want to put Carnelian? Additionally, Carnelian is great for cold, allergies, sinuses, where rhodonite is excellent for the lungs, allergies, and asthma. This is better for like the sinus, the nose, and that part of breathing. So yeah, I think I saw an intention for that come up, and I feel like this can help. So let's go ahead and bring some carnelian. Here. There we go. So that helps a lot of us. Closing one chapter, transitioning to the next, diving into what you want to do. I think that's awesome. I think I found one that complements a few of those different points. Chrysocolla helps with making decisions in alignment with our highest good, which I think I've seen a couple of those kinds of requests. Encouragement to follow your own spiritual purpose, your own sense of intention, and also really helps with creative expression. So I feel like chrysocolla can help. Chrysocolla is this beautiful kind of patina color. It's actually found very close to copper, similar to like malachite and azurite. So yeah, it's a great one for following your spiritual purpose, getting on board with like the things that are important to you, and continuing your path forward, and just spurring forward with lots of energy, lots of new ways to be creative. So let's see. Let's do actually, let's see. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, fantastic. Awesome. All the best to you. Intentions for buyers at your craft fair. Okay. This is good. The tourmalinated quartz, this is good. Education and financial prosperity. Let me just see. Safe travels for Kenny and you. Decluttering, clear communication, making best of opportunities. Sinus is able to breathe through your nose. Okay, that's definitely carnelian. Okay. Self-compassion. Ooh, there's a 7:30 p.m. The international Reiki community sends out Reiki for world peace. Ooh, please send me some information on that if you can. Like, email it to me if you possibly can. I appreciate that. Oh, I froze a couple of times? Okay. I'll keep an eye on that. Back and heart healing. Okay, so let's see. Financial prosperity, we've got Jade. We've got red tiger eye. Tourmalinated quartz can help with gigs, jobs, finding better employment, new opportunities to earn money. I'm also going to bring in for the intentions around finding new customers, finding people to buy crafts, things like that. I'm going to go ahead and, imposter syndrome, please, and self-doubt. Absolutely. I'm going to go ahead and grab something pretty fun. This is one we work with often, and it is Cinnabar. Cinnabar is the merchant stone. So these little red speckles in there and this bright red speckle here, this is actually mercury. This is, of all, I never recommend doing direct infusions of like putting stones in water and drinking them. Maybe I'll do a whole video on all the many reasons why I don't, but I don't. You can use energy and it works just as well. But this is one of the reasons. This is mercury. It's pretty darn dangerous, and a lot of folks don't necessarily realize that. So this has been for many, many years considered to be the merchant stone. It's sacred for lots of things. It was used in lots of jewelry, used by lots of different cultures. It's a beautiful red. it wasn't until like the last couple hundred years that they really realized how dangerous it was. Like, jewelers won't work with it actually most of the time, and for good reason. In fact, the term Mad Hatter comes from people who were making hats and tanning leathers and hides, working with mercury to do that, and it actually did cause significant neurological deficits. So yeah, beautiful and stunning and very energetically effective for calling in customers, but definitely not something you want to leave around the house for anybody to, you know, especially little ones who might put them in their mouth. Definitely not for that. But the merchant stone for sure. You're down with financial stability, prosperity, and biz stuff? Me too. Let's all have lots of that. I am all about it. Yeah, let's do that. Safe travels. The tourmalinated quartz is considered highly protective for travel, like specifically for travel. It's thought to be helpful against protecting against things like car accidents. So a lot of folks actually put talismans in their car or even a piece in their glove box. But also protective in general, red tiger eye. So I think we're good there. And decluttering, communication, best of opportunities. Dumortierite helps tidiness. It helps for standing up for ourselves with patience. Situations that seem hopeless. Patience is something that is absolutely lacking right now with all of us, with where we are with the planets, without going too deep into it. And if you can hear any of the car horns that are going on my end, patience is a virtue, and not a lot of people are blessed with it right now. It is a tough thing to come by. Mercury retrograde, Mars and Gemini, lots of reasons. But yeah, Dumortierite can help us with that. Anything that seems hopeless, but also just anything that is very pent up anger or anger that's bubbling up. And as we get introspective, as we start to do any personal work, all of the sort of resentments and repressed stuff starts to bubble up. This can be a great stone for helping ground that. It was a gift from Jennifer Vatsa, who has a wonderful crystal shop. Let's see, I'm going to put that here. Also great for ligaments, tendons, things like that. Soften the heart space, soften compassion. This can help. Dumortierite can help with that. Can be very helpful for that. And relieving self-doubt for sure, because I did see that. A great stone for kind of imposter syndrome is bloodstone. So it helps with that. It also helps lift the heart space, give you some stamina, and it can help us to be a little bit more, what's a good word? It helps us to heal our heart so that we're less likely to take out our pain on the other person. It's very supportive. It's also great for meditation and helping calm the mind, but I call it like an emotional stuff hits the fan kind of stone. It's a deep green with speckles of red, and it's good for emotional stuff that can have an ungrounding effect on you. So it supports the root chakra while you heal some deep emotional stuff, but especially for stamina, perseverance, and self-doubt. When it comes to doubting yourself, when it comes to the imposter syndromes, bloodstone can be very, very helpful to root that out. Let's see. Do these here. You know what, that doesn't feel right. I'll do these here. There we go. Bloodstone can be really helpful for that. For enhanced compassion. And Violet Integration and Fiad Luna, you should totally be in touch. I think you both help out a lot with overlapping animal rescue and stuff in the city. And you two would get along beautifully. You're both students and grads of mine, so yeah, be in touch with one another. Remind me and I can connect you through email too. Let's see. Back and heart healing, opening up to compassion. Let's do for pain. Definitely want to bring in some celestite. I know that helps a lot, especially for grace. I know this is one of the stones that's helped you a lot. This helps connect us to our angel guides as well. It can help us to get some intuitive guidance from our angels, which can feel very grounded. Even for those of us who may not be super intuitive, this is one that can help you get those messages through. All manners of physical pain, and especially discerning thoughts and fears from intuitive guidance and figuring out where they come from. So let's go ahead and bring... There we go. We've got blue kyanite, which helps with radical self-acceptance and understanding divine wisdom, but it also helps with lots of neurological stuff. So I was thinking, back to Korakar's request for brain fog. This can be great for any kind of neurological care, spiritual guidance, but also that kind of radical self-acceptance that can help boost our sense of self in a way that's like good confidence, not overbearing confidence, not overconfidence, but like good confidence. This can also help us when we're moving forward in life in new directions. And in support of Vincent, with communication and expression. Oh, hey. Good to see you, Sandy. Welcome in. Headache, decluttering, thinking clear. Awesome. Decluttering for sure. We brought in a stone already. There's so many good ones, but we brought in... Oh my goodness, my brain is going. Dumortierite to help with that. Headaches, I've got one for you. This celestite can be helpful. Decluttering, clear thinking for brain stuff and clearing the mind. Definitely the blue calcite, the blue kyanite, in addition to the garnet, can be helpful. And I'm going to bring in some blue tigerite, which can help with a lot of the things you all have requested. Public speaking, facts over feelings. It protects anybody who's a truth teller. This is one that can be a very grounding stone of communication that can really help overcome things like Mercury retrograde, when we tend to be a little bit more misunderstood. It's good for bold communication and also just to calm stress, especially stress around speaking. And so here is blue tiger eye, which it's hard to see the blue because it's such a midnight blue, but we've got tiger eye, red tiger eye, and blue tiger eye today. But yeah, excellent for speaking, supporting us to speak the truth and to feel calm about it. It helps calm a lot of the anxiety that can come from public speaking. Let's do this. So blue tiger eye, definitely for things like Parkinson's. Gotcha, I've got stones for that. Yeah, Instagram only likes things that are paid for to be circulated, honestly, anymore. Okay. Pardon me, just finding the perfect stone. All right, so I got the last ones. Gotcha. So rhodochrosite can help with stress-related headaches, especially, but all headaches. And all types of connection to like mother-child wound. So a lot of heart, a lot of sacral. Also asthma and things like that. So I'm going to bring that here. Pyrite, I think this is going to help a few of you. Pyrite is good for things like anything having to do with the brain, neurological, blue kyanite for sure, but Pyrite can be helpful during Reiki. Kind of helps our body to make the most of it, and it also helps to get the energy to move a little bit more optimally. But it can help everything from lungs, which has definitely been a theme today. It can be very protective, but it can help the brain and memory, as well as things like headaches. So definitely have some of that. And digestive health, I can give you one for that. So let's go ahead and bring in some of this. And then we're going to go ahead into the session. Right after we vote on what other stones we're going to add. So pyrite. And amazonite, I'm going to bring in a piece to help balance the rhodochrosite. Amazonite is a stone of self-respect, so that's been a theme today. It helps in luck, things like winnings, bringing in money, and good fortune, which supports a lot of requests. Neuro issues, the nerves, the spine, and headaches, as well as just calming and anybody who's a caretaker who tends to take care of others. This can be an amazing stone to help all of those things. So that feels very good. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and think of another couple of stones that will help support the crystal grid. Y'all will vote on them. Which stone was helpful for shamanic journeying? A couple of them are, but iolite specifically. Iolite can be really good for visionary meditation. But so can leopard skin jasper. Oh, no, it's okay. I'm glad you asked. Let me see. So let me see what else we can add. All right, so here's what I think could be helpful, and thank you for waiting. So first is Indigo Gabbro, also goes by Mystic Merlinite, and this can help us to see the ways in which we get in our own way, where our habits can kind of trip us up, and also helps us to not only see them, but feel encouraged and able to go there and do that work to get those tendencies out of our way. So especially if we're going in a new direction, we're healing an old pattern, this can be a good way to say, okay, is there some healing work I need to do around this to make it a little easier on myself? So Indigo Gabbro. And the other is Clear and Fire Quartz Cluster going upwards. Clear quartz can help. Any quartz is a good like memory recording stone and an intention setter. It helps bring movement-based energy, and most stones are a form of quartz. But specifically when we've got these upward crystals going in several different directions, it helps take the intention and of every crystal in the grid and every intention set, take it and make it a little bit stronger and send it up and out to the universe to connect it to exactly the people, places, things, situations that these intentions are most connected with. The fire quartz also tends to kind of put a little bit of energy behind putting one foot in front of the other into making things happen. So, yep, we've got the quartz, we've got the Indigo Gabbro. Feel free to vote on either one. I never know how this ends, and you can vote more than once. I'll put that out there. I'm going to quickly explain what Reiki is and a little of what to expect for those who are new. And while you're voting, if you could like the stream, that's super helpful. And thank you for being here. So as I mentioned at the top of the hour, I'm Danielle Stimpson, and if you want to learn more about online Reiki classes, my social media, my Discord, or my crystal shop, all of that info is in the description below. So the style of Reiki that I work with is known as Usui Reiki, and this particular style comes from Japan in the early 1920s and is named for its founder. The concept of energy that is at the core of this practice is much more ancient than that. It's based in Shintoism, which is the indigenous spirituality of Japan. In Shintoism, one of the core concepts is that everything has a soul and everything is interconnected. When we act, with every action, with every breath, everything that we do impacts the world around us, and much the same, the world around us impacts us. This concept that we are all interconnected, we can actually see today in a very modern sense of just in the past few years. Here we are sitting in 2022. Think of the past few years and how we've been so linked to one another in ways we never would have considered on a daily basis 5 years ago. So the concept of Reiki energy, the term Reiki translates fairly literally to spiritually guided life energy or soul energy. This is one of those energies that is flowing through everyone and everything right now. It's part of you right now. Your body, mind, and spirit utilize it all the time to help bring about the greatest balance and the greatest good possible within you. Much like we don't really think about how we're mostly made of water and how we absolutely require water to do really anything. It's the basis of almost every function that our body has. We don't have to think consciously about how it gets utilized. Much the same thing with Reiki. It's a part of us. We don't have to consciously acknowledge how much of a part of us it is. Yet, as important as it is, as sort of a important building block as it is, our body, mind, and spirit automatically know and have always known how to best use it for us. Just as we drink the water and our body takes care of it, essentially what I'll be doing is connecting to this energy that's already flowing through you, me, everyone, and everything, and directing more of it to you. Your body, mind, and spirit will take over at that point and apply it in the ways that best support your overall good. Setting an intention is always a great thing, and it can be, just like you saw, focused on mental, emotional, spiritual physical intentions, all of the above, combo of all the above. As you enjoy your session, I encourage you to sit or lay down in any way that feels good. You can move around all you need. You can close your eyes or not. You don't have to focus on anything. You don't have to keep your mind silent. Simply be. You may feel like you're going to fall asleep. Great, go right ahead. You may feel some sensations in your physical body. Some emotions may rise up. You may get some intuitions or even just your subconscious bubbling up with some ideas, thoughts, wisdom, concepts that are really important, maybe some inner truths that have been trying to get up to the surface. Whatever the case is, you don't have to silence those thoughts. You don't have to try to figure everything out for now. And frankly, if you're not sure if it's guidance and wisdom or just sort of rambling brain, just take a deep breath. If whatever it is in your mind comes back again, let it play itself out. It may be a message. As you enjoy your session, do anything you like on your end. If that's journaling, stretching, taking a little nap, just sort of breathing and being, whatever feels right to you is exactly the perfect thing. I'll be sending Reiki to you for 25 minutes from when I start, and at the end of the session, you'll hear my voice come back in, inviting you to take a deep breath and come back to your body. Because what we experience during a session can be so broad and vast depending on what's in our best good at that moment, at the end of the session, I'll reopen the chat and I'll encourage you to ask any questions you may have or share any experiences you feel motivated to share with the group. After that, we'll go on our awesome way, and I'll be back tomorrow with some more healing. During the session, I will lower the lights. You'll see them move slowly and peacefully through many different colors. At no point will they flash or strobe, and I'll bring up the music to help you relax, calm, chill, and enjoy. So yeah, thank you so much for being here. It's an honor and a pleasure. I'm here 5 times a week. And whether you're across the globe, because this Reiki energy flows through all of us, whether you're around the world, I can send this Reiki to you. Whether you're in the future, hello again from the past, this energy will meet you exactly where you are and help support you for the greater good. So thank you again for being here. If you want to know more about streams coming up, including some ad hoc streams and my monthly tarot overviews, go ahead and hit the subscribe button with the notification bell. And thank you so much for being here. So let's go back into the grid and see what won that vote. Indigo Gabbro quartz. Both. Let's see, indigo. And the first one. Wow, we actually had a winner this time. Usually it's just both. I'm going to put both because it seems like we've still got a lot of both. But wow, we actually had a clear winner. It wasn't like perfectly down the middle or everyone saying both. Thank you all so much for being here. Yeah, this is a beautiful grid you all helped build. Thank you all so much. Communal chi is such a key part of community distance Reiki. Communal chi is the concept that the more people come together with the same or similar intention, the greater the healing potential or the greater the energy potential is magnified. So basically it takes all of us to build this very beautiful time together. So all of us have contributed to the energy that's available to all of us simply by being here with the intention to do some self-healing work. Let's see, bring that in. And can we see everybody? Yeah, we can. Yeah. Fantastic. So go ahead, get comfortable, get sleepy if you want to. I'm going to be sending for 25 minutes. So that will end us up here at about 1/4 if you're here live with me. And thank you so much for being here. Have a beautiful session, and I will see you in 25 minutes. invite you now to take a deep breath in and out. Slowly come back. Bring your awareness to your body. Stretch, move, and bend if you need to. Thank you so much for being here with me today. It was an honor and a privilege to share this healing with all of you. Thank you for being a part of it and making it everything that it is. If you have any questions or any things to share, feel free to go ahead and use the chat. And if you're watching this in the future, leave any questions in the comments or reach out to me on social media and I'll do my best to support you. I don't know about all of you, but I feel better. You're so welcome, Vincent. You're so welcome, Sandy. Hi, W. Thank you. Yeah, this grid came out really beautifully. Well done. One of my favorites, too. Let's see. There we go. Yeah, this is something special. Thank you all so much for being a part of it. Thank you, Susan. Appreciate that. You're welcome, Christina. Oh, I'm glad to hear that. Yeah, you can always watch, like if your schedule doesn't sync up, you can always watch these on the replay if you need it to just get a little tune up. I even do that sometimes. Like I'll stream an old one in the background and just sort of feel so much better. It's tonight at 7:30. Okay, thank you. I'll be teaching Reiki, but that's super interesting. Yeah, I didn't know about that. Thank you. Oh, for those of you that are still in the chat, I'm celebrating 14 years of teaching Reiki this month. So the Crystal Shop is having a 14% off sale. Coupon code is 14 years, 14 years. And you can see the link to the Crystal Shop in the description. And also for those of you who are around, if you didn't see the email that went out today, I have a space in Philadelphia to see you all once again. First time since COVID that I've been in the city proper. So yeah, you can go ahead and take a look at my the link in the description for that. I also do sessions over a distance. I'll continue doing that forever. So you can book a session or a reading either way. Yeah, lots of good things. You're so welcome, Jennifer. And thank you, Sandy. Yeah, 14 years. I wouldn't be here without all of you. Currently sitting a few blocks away from where I taught my first class. Thank you. Yay. The Reiki community is so much bigger 14 years later. It's incredible. I was one of like four Reiki teachers in Philly all those years ago, and now I have more grads than that teaching in the city. It's amazing. Thank you all for your support, because yeah, it's you can't do much on your own. You need the support, so wouldn't be here without all of you. So thank you so much for being here. It's an honor and a pleasure, as always. I will be back tomorrow, Thursday at 8 a.m. East Coast U.S. time for another round of Community Distance Reiki. And as always, I'll see you again also Friday at 4 and 8 p.m. and Sunday at 8 p.m. And occasionally I pop on when there's world or national events or some funky astrology. I might just pop in for a stream, in which case you can go ahead and if you're signed up for notifications, you'll know right away. But I'm going to go ahead and end our stream here so I can go ahead and get ready to teach my Reiki 1 class in just a few minutes. I hope you have a beautiful afternoon. I hope to see you all again very soon. Take care of yourself, and bye for now.